if you procrastinate, it will change your life to understand this key concept I'm about to share with you that is at the root of why anyone procrastinates about anything. If you're procrastinating about something, that means you don't feel like doing it. If you felt like doing it, you would have done it. You wouldn't be procrastinating. Now, the problem is we're all taught that not feeling like doing something is the same thing as not wanting to do that thing. These are used interchangeably. Do you feel like doing this? Do you want to do this? Do you not feel like doing that? Do you not want to do that? The idea of feeling like something is used interchangeably with wanting it, and these are completely different things. It's really important not to confuse our feelings with what we want. Sometimes what we feel like doing is also what we want to do, in which case there's no problem. We don't even have a label for that. Sometimes what we don't feel like doing is also something we don't want. That's not a problem either. For example, I don't want to enter an enclosure full of man-eating tigers. I have never done that in my whole life. But I have never said, hey, I've been procrastinating so much on going into an enclosure full of man-eating tigers. I've never said that because that's not procrastination. The problem happens when you don't feel like doing something, but you want to do it. There's a gap there between what you want and what you feel like, and we need to bridge that gap. When there's a conflict between what you want and what you feel like, and you choose what you want, we call it self-discipline. When there's a gap between what you want and what you feel like, and you go with what you feel like, we call that procrastination. Or if you never ever do it, we call that undisciplined, or we might call it other judgmental, negative things like a failure. But this is where we're really getting it wrong. This is about getting what we feel like confused with what we want. Because what happens when you don't feel like doing something is that we're taught to go, I don't want to do that thing. That's why it takes willpower and self-discipline to make ourselves do the thing, because we don't want to do it. When you procrastinate, you're actually doing what you're naturally wired to do. If you don't want to do something, the natural instinct is to not do that. When you do want to do something, the natural instinct is to do that. If you recognize in the times you're procrastinating that you don't feel like doing it, but you really want to do it, that is life-changing. Understand that what you feel like is not the same thing as what you want. And learn to keep asking yourself what you want. Learn to keep going for what you want. It would be crazy for you to be going for things that you don't want. So when you're procrastinating, you're actually being really sane according to this misunderstanding that you have about what it is you actually want. May this make your life better. And if you want your life to keep getting better, like and follow.